Coming up on Fulton Today, what you need to know about signing up for health insurance under the Affordable Care Act. And we'll take a look at some of the new high-tech public safety equipment in South Fulton. Fulton Today is next.
From the Government Center in downtown Atlanta, you're watching Fulton Today with Shania Chavis.
Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis. This is the week that millions of Americans will enroll in health insurance as a part of the Affordable Care Act. There is a lot to understand, so FGTV's Lynn Vaughn is here to explain it all. Lynn?
Shania, President Obama signed the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act into law in March of 2010. In July 2012, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld it as constitutional. So now the marketplace where Americans can shop for the health insurance coverage that they want is here. If you don't have health insurance, don't have enough insurance, or have insurance but are looking to change your coverage, the health insurance marketplace is where you'll want to be.
Health insurance is very important to overall health care. We know the data is clear that when folks have access to health insurance, they go to the doctor. They get their preventative care, and we know that they get their mammograms and they get their colonoscopies and they get their blood sugar tested, and all of these things will help in preventing disease later on.
When you log on to healthcare.gov, fill out the application, then take a look at the various plans being offered. Be sure to answer for yourself these questions. How much are the premiums? What's the deductible? What is my copayment? Will I be able to keep my current doctor? How much do I want to spend on health insurance? Are prescription medications included? What about hospital stays? At a recent meeting, the Board of Commissioners added its stamp of approval to the Affordable Care Act.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners of Fulton County, Georgia, hereby expresses its support for full implementation of the Affordable Care Act.
They are aware, keenly aware of the health disparities we have in this county, and they also know that when our citizens have health insurance, their health improves.
There is so much help from so many sources that scam artists are already trying to take advantage of marketplace shoppers. Remember, you do not have to pay for assistance in signing up. That help from official navigators or healthcare personnel is free. And please, please be careful to whom you give your personal information. Call the marketplace number 800-318-2596 if you have any questions about anyone along the way. The Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act requires legal residents to have health insurance, but it also provides protections against unfair insurance company decisions, against being turned down for a pre-existing condition, and it provides protections for preventive care.
We're going to really work with all of our partners to ensure and to promote and to encourage any citizen who is uninsured to go online and see if they're eligible for any of the marketplace options.
So if utilized as envisioned, the federal government says that just about everyone who enters the marketplace will be able to save some money. In the News Center, I'm Lynn Vaughn, FGTV.
Thank you very much, Lynn. Now, you can find out more about the health insurance marketplace and the Affordable Care Act at healthcare.gov. Open enrollment ends on March 31st, and depending on how quickly you enroll, coverage could start as early as January 1st, 2014. We'll have more on the Affordable Care Act later in our Common Ground report. Job seekers pack the government center in hopes of landing a job and turning their lives around. It was all a part of Superior Court's job fair. More than a dozen vendors and at least 6 agencies participated. Although the fair was open to everyone, additional career opportunities were available for participants in the county's accountability court. One staffing company specialized in job placement for ex-offenders.
It's important to reach out to the community that we serve. We want to make sure that people don't end up in the Superior Court system. So what better way to do that than to offer them jobs, which is what people need given Georgia's high unemployment rate.
And for people who would like to start their own businesses, there was an entrepreneur camp. Now, this was no ordinary job fair. No registration was required. Instead, participants were asked to donate career or work clothes for the Accountability Court's clothing closet. Fulton County Police unveil its rolling arsenal of public safety equipment, from armored vehicles to helicopter upgrades. Police and county officials gave the community a chance to see firsthand this new state-of-the-art equipment. Sergeant Scott McBride is here now to show us what all they've got. Sergeant, welcome back to Fulton today.
Hi, Shania. Thanks for having me.
All right, before you show us all of the equipment, explain to everybody why it was needed.
Well, the equipment enhances services we already provide to Fulton County and also helps keep our citizens safer.
All right, so now let's start with the Bearcat. Tell us all about it.
Well, the Bearcat is an armored rescue vehicle that not only can be used to protect citizens and evacuate them during an active shooter situation, it's also used during deployments of our SWAT team.
And Sergeant, what about those upgrades to the helicopter?
Well, the upgrades to the helicopter are very exciting. We first of all have a moving map system now, which allows the observer in the helicopter to see the actual street names as he's flying over the streets. The helicopter camera system picks it up. They have a system that puts the actual street names and even business names in some circumstances on the businesses as they're flying over them live. And this allows the observer to contact these street officers and let them know where the suspects are, where they're heading, and the best way to get to them. There's also a FLIR system, which is a forward-looking infrared camera system which allows us to track suspects in pitch dark just based on their body heat. In addition, there's also a 10 million candle power spotlight called a Midnight Sun, which allows us to illuminate any area at any time.
And recently we saw you all training on what you guys are calling the T3 patrollers. Tell everybody about them.
Well, the T3 patrollers allow our officers to get out in parks, shopping centers, any place where there's a large area to cover without being in a patrol car. They're not isolated. There's no doors and windows between them and the citizens. They're driving at a sedate pace through the park or through the shopping center. They can see and be seen without tiring themselves out like on a 10-speed bike. They can drive for hours and still be fresh should the need for a foot chase ensue.
And sir, what is the delivery vehicle?
Well, the delivery vehicle allows the SWAT team to deploy the entire team at once to one location. Also, our hostage negotiators can work from the vehicle as it has all the equipment they need.
And the bottom line here, Sergeant, about this equipment?
Well, the bottom line is we're happy to have the equipment. It allows us to enhance the services we already provide to the citizens of Fulton County.
All right, Sergeant Scott McBride with the Fulton County Police Department. Great information, and thank you for your time.
Well, thanks for having me.
And you will hear more from the district commissioner in our district by district coverage. Meanwhile, the call goes out for volunteers to help Fulton and Atlanta students get through the school year. Fulton's Kinship Care program is seeking qualified tutors to help with weekly homework assistance. The volunteers will help in the subject areas of math, science, and reading.
The tutors must be able to pass a free Fulton County criminal background check. They must be able to submit an application, and they must show some type of commitment, preferably from an hour to 3 hours each week, and that is to provide some type of consistency in the program.
The volunteer tutors will have full access to the library's resources. The homework assistance is provided every Wednesday from 3:30 to 7 p.m. at the East Plain branch. To get more information, contact Velma Hooker Green via email or at 404-612-9034. And another group of Fulton youngsters tap into their creativity to express the importance of clean water. The Department of Water Resources is sponsoring its annual Water Calendar Art Project for students from kindergarten to 12th grade. Launched 3 years ago, the program is designed to teach young people about protecting our waterways. The artwork should have water conservation, water quality, or anti-pollution themes.
We want the artwork to be bright and colorful. The students are to use an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. We want them to turn it sideways, and of course that would be landscaped. We want them to fill the entire page with their artwork. We want original art. No computer art would be accepted. And we want them to work on it individually. It should also have a title, and it should depict how they use water in and around their home.
Students can submit their artwork to Gwen Brinkley at the Fulton County Department of Water Resources. The deadline to do so is October 7th. And still to come, vendors, performers, and just plain old fun. We'll tell you about a community festival in our district by district coverage next.
You're watching Fulton Today.
A Fulton commissioner lends support to retired military personnel, and another lends support to an historic community festival. Here's this week's district by district coverage.
We begin with Chairman John Eves and the Board of Commissioners as they recognize the county's emergency services departments for their hard work. Chairman Eves presented a proclamation to designate September as National Preparedness Month.
National Preparedness Month should be a friendly reminder that we all have a responsibility to protect ourselves, our family, and our loved ones.
County emergency services, along with fire and police departments, are responsible for protecting Fulton County citizens. But there are safety measures that people can take to prepare for emergencies, like having smoke detectors in the home and a first aid kit on hand. According to the Centers for Disease Control, following 4 steps can make a difference. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed, and get involved. During the month of September and throughout the year, Fulton County agencies reach out to communities to create awareness for emergency situations. For more information, log on to www.ready.gov. District 2 Commissioner Rob Pitts hears from retired and current military personnel about the closing of the Fort McPherson Commissary. The at-large commissioner made a few visits to the base to lend his support to keep the commissary open. Commissioner Pitts says many people rely on this benefit, and the issue hits close to home.
A very close personal friend of mine, Mr. Ernest Allen, who is a 100% disabled veteran, I come here with him sometimes when he does his shopping here. So I was very aware of this and had done some research on it and felt that it was time to get involved.
Georgia Stand Up, a community action group, was on hand to get people to sign a petition to keep the commissary open.
These folks have lost their lives and limbs and sacrificed all their lives for this government. And the one thing that they promised them is a commissary.
The Fort Mac Commissary closed its doors on September 28th and was the only commissary in the area. The base officially closed in 2011. The Fort Gillem base and commissary in Forest Park was closed in 2011. In 2009, the Department of Defense announced plans to build a commissary at Dobbins Air Reserve Base in Cobb County. However, the facility was never built. Now, military personnel who would save 30 to 40% on their groceries will now have to travel at least 2 hours to the nearest commissary. The commissioner is encouraging Fulton County residents who want to express their concern about the commissary closing to contact their congressional representatives. There on the screen are the names and websites for each of the representatives and senators for Fulton County. The Fulton County Board of Commissioners adopted a resolution at a recent meeting in support of the commissary remaining open. In District 5, seniors showcased their talent during a 2-day event at the Harriet G. Darnell Senior Multipurpose Facility. It was the facility's 2nd annual Artist Walk. Handmade art pieces, paintings, scrapbooks, jewelry, and even quilts were on display for people to view and purchase.
Thank you to all of the artists who have given of their creativity, their love and their skill to brighten our day. Now, thanks to the staff and all the volunteers who make this event, the Artist Walk, one of the most fulfilling and one of the most beautiful.
The artists who took part in the event are members of the Darnell Center's Life Enrichment Program. That program offers crafting classes year-round for seniors to enjoy. A percentage of the proceeds from the Artist Walk will go to the Friends of Darnell, Inc., a nonprofit organization that supports programming at the Senior Multipurpose Facility. District 6 Commissioner Joan Garner welcomes her constituents to the county's pavilion at the historic Westside Village Festival. Various Fulton County agencies and departments brought information about their services to the event. The county pavilion included staff from Health Services, the Office of Aging, and Workforce Development.
Fulton County supports this festival because it is this is a community that is in the historic Vine City, English Avenue area. It's part of District 6, and when Fulton County services are available, it's great when the community knows what those services are.
The festival also included educational seminars like marketing your business online and how to sell your home in today's market. The historic Westside Village community includes English Avenue, Vine City, Ashview Heights, Hunter Hills, and other nearby areas. The proceeds from the festival benefit these communities through nonprofit organizations like Stimulate America, a nonprofit organization that provides resources to citizens. And finally, in District 7, Commissioner William Bill Edwards shows the community what their tax dollars have paid for. As we showed you earlier in the show, the new equipment for the Fulton County Police Department was put on display in South Fulton. The new advanced tools will enhance the SWAT team's services and allow officers to better secure and patrol community events. Commissioner Edwards said South Fulton citizens play a part in making this possible.
Well, we thank the citizens of South Fulton for understanding that when times are hard, when the property values are down, they understood that they must raise their taxes to enhance the goods and services that they expect. And because of that, they're looking at some of the apparatus that's been bought by their money, by their tax dollars.
The equipment will be used all over unincorporated Fulton County to keep citizens safe. With this week's District by District coverage, I'm Darrell Peak.
Thank you very much. And up next, time is running out to participate in one of the county's popular Spark clinics. Stay with us.
You're watching Fulton Today.
Portions of the following segment are part of the Fulton County Common Ground Initiative. Common Ground, the county's comprehensive solution to the problem of health disparities in the community.
Financial assistance for those entering the healthcare marketplace. It's the focus of this week's Common Ground report. Patrons attending this Cut the Cost seminar at the library learned how to apply for marketplace financial assistance step by step. The first step is to enroll and provide information on family size and income. Once you choose a plan, you'll find out whether your family qualifies for a tax credit.
The tax credit will be displayed, what you're eligible for. And a consumer has a choice to take the tax credit each month in the year 2014, or decide to take it when they file their taxes in 2015 for the year 2014.
For those persons who absolutely cannot afford to purchase health insurance in the marketplace, Nurse Carnes points out there is what's called a health care safety net.
The healthcare safety net primarily involves what we call federally qualified health centers. For example, West End, St. Joseph's Mercy Care, South Side, Oakhurst, for example. So Fulton County residents, or actually any Georgia resident, can go to a federally qualified health center and get low cost or sometimes free health care.
There's 24-hour-a-day help online and by telephone, even on Saturdays and Sundays. The website is healthcare.gov. The phone number, 1-800-318-2596. For the third time this year, the Red Cross banks on Fulton County employees. Whether they are long-term volunteers or donating blood for the first time, Fulton employees always roll up their sleeves when the Red Cross comes calling. Each quarter, the atrium in the Government Center resembles a hospital emergency room as people wait patiently to be called and then to be taken to a cot to recline and give blood. There are even secluded areas for those who need privacy.
I'm giving blood because I work for the county, and I believe in giving blood because it's a very helpful thing to do. I come from a very large family, and you never know when your family members are going to need it, citizens of Fulton County, or anybody in the state of Georgia.
But it's a good thing to do. It helps out your community, and like I said, you never know who you could save. Could be a relative, a family member, a child, so it only takes a few minutes, and it's a good way to help your community.
The Red Cross needs all types of blood, especially the universal type O negative.
Well, it's very important for people to donate blood. Approximately every 2 seconds, someone needs blood in the U.S. And so when we host blood drives, it goes to a very worthy cause, a very needy cause.
You can donate anytime. Find out how and where at redcross.org/donate. You can also call 1-800-RED-CROSS or the local number 404-876-3302. The process takes about an hour. And finally, in Common Ground, can we spark your interest in the 2013 Fall Spark Clinics? Twice a year, the county, in partnership with the Atlanta Regional Commission, provides free and low-cost health screenings for older adults. The fall sessions, which offer blood pressure, blood glucose, colorectal, STD, HIV, and vision screenings, are currently underway. Also available, clinical breast exams and mammogram referrals, nutrition counseling, and help with Medicare, food stamps, and even employment. You can also get help with questions about the federal health insurance marketplace.
And if individuals have questions with regards to how the Affordable Care Act will impact them, there will be representatives that can answer any questions pertaining to the new health insurance marketplace and also the benefits that are available to both seniors and caregivers.
Now here's a list of the 5 remaining clinics this fall. They're being held through October 16th. Since the inception of the program in 2006, over 7,000 citizens have taken advantage of the services at Spark Clinics. Call the Office of Aging Starline at 404-613-6000 or go online to fultoncountyga.gov and click on the Office of Aging for assistance. And when we come back, a look at an extraordinary dance workshop. Stay with us.
You're watching Fulton Today.
A U.S. Olympic gold medalist stops by a county park to talk about the childhood obesity epidemic with both national and local media outlets. Iconic swimmer Summer Sanders held a satellite media tour at Burdett Park in South Fulton. The now national sports commentator used the park as a backdrop to show what communities can do to help kids stay healthy. Last year, the United States Tennis Association and American Express donated these miniature youth courts to the Burdett Tennis Center. Summer partnered with the USTA to speak to over 23 media outlets across the country about this health campaign. The message for both parents and communities is to keep kids active.
Over 17% of our children are impacted by childhood obesity, which is triple what it was just a generation ago. So we want to promote healthy, active lifestyles for children, getting them engaged early in life in healthy activities in the hopes that that will take root and also carry them into adulthood.
The Burdett Tennis Center is one of a few of its kind in the state of Georgia because of its state-of-the-art designed and sized miniature courts. To learn more about the tennis program at Burdett, contact the county partners over at the Peterson School of Tennis. Fulton County partners with a dance studio to offer a more inclusive dance studio experience. Full Radius hosted its dance workshop for teens and young adults with and without disabilities at the Southwest Arts Center. Though the company specializes in working with people with disabilities, it created this workshop suitable for all levels of experience and capability.
Anytime you create a fully inclusive environment, I think you learn so much more than just about dance. They're going to learn about acceptance, they're going to learn how to work together, and in a lot of ways it's going to demystify disability. A lot of us might be scared of approaching somebody with a disability, and these workshops sort of remove that barrier entirely.
This dance workshop is just one of the many programs the county's Arts and Culture Department provides. Check out their website to get a full list. And before we go, our reminder that we'd like to hear from you about the stories and programs right here on FGTV. Go to our website to take a survey or email or call us. The number 404-612-8317. The email address is fgtv.feedback@fultoncountyga.gov. You can also follow us on twitter.com/FGTV, friend us on Facebook, and watch us on YouTube. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis. Thank you for joining us. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.